You feeling tired right now isn't the real issue here. It's your lack of self-control. You are not lost, you just believed lies from those around you your whole life, and you know it deep inside. You have acted weak, you have chosen an easy path, and every second you continue this way, the strong man you could be gets smaller. So ask yourself now, how long will you let your potential do nothing? Most men will live and die forgotten. They wake up, snooze alarms many times, stare at useless things on screens for quick fake highs, and move through life without power, no drive, no direction. They gave in to what felt good. They made friends with average living, but the saddest part is that they do not even see that they are trapped. You witness it constantly. Men traded real goals for watching screens, power for pleasure, a future for not working, and those are not men. They are just ghosts of what they could be. Their strength sleeps, their feelings are dull, they were told fake things since they were kids. Oh, just be yourself, you are good as you are. The truth is, no, you are not good as you are. You are weak. You are soft. You are unsure. You are far from the strong man you were meant for. A truly valuable man isn't born great. He is made strong in fire, and that fire is difficulty, pressure, and self-control. He is shaped by bad times, cut by hard moments, and made better by endless perspicacity. You do not become important by luck. You choose to become him. You make the choice to get up even when your body feels tired. You choose to read while others get lost in pointless shows. You choose to keep moving when no one cheers for you, when no one thinks you will make it, when no one sees how hard you work. This builds you, this creates respect for you. This makes a man important, not just talking, but actually changing yourself. Many of you are scared of becoming men of value because it means killing who you are now. You must destroy the part that likes doing nothing. You must bury what is comfortable. You must kill the weak way of thinking you have been raised with. You cannot become a valuable man while keeping the habits of a man who has no worth. The man who looks at his phone all day, who skips his exercise, who tricks himself with excuses, he cannot walk the path to power. And if you do not get rid of him, he will get rid of your future. Each day you do not grow is a day you choose to be easily forgotten. The real world doesn't care about what you could do. It only pays attention to what you actually do. It doesn't give prizes just for showing up. It respects men who are effective because they are controlled. A valuable man has an impact. He walks into a room and does not need to speak. You just feel it. It is not just muscles or money or nice clothes. It is a quiet strength, a deep knowing built over years of respecting yourself, because you cannot fake being a man of value. You cannot act your way to becoming great. You become valuable by becoming someone who cannot be overlooked, because just being there demands others to see you. But know this, you do not become this person quickly. There will be days you want to stop, days your body hurts bad, days your mind tells you this is pointless. It is in those moments, the hidden struggles, the lonely nights, the things you give up that no one sees, where the difference is made. That is when the regular man gives up. That is when the valuable man holds tighter and says, it does not matter how I feel, I am not finished. That is when change truly starts. Let me make it clear, this is not about becoming proud or cold. A real valuable man is not loud or fake in his strength. He is solid, he pays attention, he leads, he helps others be better, he protects, he says what is true without fear, and he helps those around him rise up. Not because he needs them to say he is good, but because his power flows over. He is not looking for notice. He naturally commands it. Why? Because he built himself differently. He earned it. He paid for it with hard work, facing difficulty, using his time and giving things up. And this path, it's not just about money or getting laid or how you look. Those things arrive naturally when you become someone worth them. The real prize is inside you. It is peace of mind. It is knowing you are in charge of your own existence. It is walking through trouble and remaining solid. It is having the power to say no when the world wants you to break your own rules. It is having so much control over yourself that no other person, no setup, no event can rule you. That is true worth. That is what makes a man valuable. Not the vehicle, not the followers, not the outward show, but the real stuff inside. And that man is within you. He has been hidden under years of believing lies, doing things that hurt you, making excuses, and being soft. But he is not gone. He is waiting for you to stop pretending, waiting for you to stand up and take hold, waiting for you to stop the nonsense and face yourself completely. Because once you decide you will no longer accept being average, everything shifts. The world sees you differently. People give you a different kind of respect. Life opens up for those who walk with strong purpose. So if you are sitting there thinking you have lots of time, thinking you can slowly become great, Wake up. Time is not your friend. It is the most serious enemy you face. It moves ahead while you look at screens, while you doubt, while you wait. Every minute you waste takes a piece away from the strong life you could have built. Being valuable does not happen by chance. It is a choice followed by doing many difficult things every day. And if you will not pay the price, just stay average. But do not ever think you did not have the choice. There was a time I had no money, and more importantly, my spirit felt empty. I was not always the way I am now. I recall sitting alone in a space that felt heavy with bad choices. The walls did not seem to have confidence. They reminded me of every poor decision. I had no goal, no path, just endless distractions I thought were helping me. I would wake up late, lie to myself saying, tomorrow I will, and hide my possible strength under easy enjoyments. I was not living, I was just surviving. And deep inside, I knew I was fooling myself every day. I knew I was made for better, but instead of getting up, I found reasons not to. I told myself, I am not ready, as if achieving greatness needed permission. Then, one day, something shifted hard. I remember walking past a mirror, and for the first time, I truly saw myself. Not my look, not my outward appearance, not the act I put on for others, but the reality. I saw a man wasting what he was given. I saw fear. I saw a love for ease. I saw someone avoiding conflict. And that moment felt like a blow because no amount of praise from outside could quiet the battle within. The most fearful fight you will ever be in is the one between who you are now and the strong person you were born to be. That day I did not cry or shout. I made a choice. I decided the me I saw standing there would not be the man who ends up dying. I refused to pass away as a person I did not look up to. People often imagine becoming valuable as some bright story shown on social media. They think it is about fancy watches, clothes, and private ways of travel. What they do not see is the darkness involved. They do not see the early starts when your body hurts and no one sees you working. They do not see the things you give up, like friends you called family because they chose to be average instead of growing. They do not see the quiet nights where you sit alone, asking questions about everything, but still choosing not to give up. The world likes the end result, but becoming valuable happens quietly, through hard work in the parts that feel bad and get no applause from anyone. And when I began to push higher, I was surrounded by people who did not get it. They laughed when I said no to going out. They made fun of my set plans. They told me I cared too much, and they were correct. I cared too much. I cared too much about the man I could become. I cared too much about not being like everyone else. I cared too much about becoming someone strong, valuable, impossible to overlook. And while they stayed still, I changed greatly. Every book I read, every hard push during exercise, every opportunity I went after, it was not just doing things. It felt like a battle. I was at war with the weaker me. I was not trying to get praise from others. I was trying to free myself from being average that almost took hold of me. And yes, there were moments I thought about quitting. Days when looking at my money situation felt crushing. Nights when the quiet was loud. But I kept going because I was not after quick joy. I was after power. Not power over others, but over myself, over what I thought, over my decisions, over what will happen to me. If you cannot rule yourself, someone else will. And I would not be ruled. I would not be a man who dies with many dreams but no bravery shown. And slowly things started to be different. Not because the world outside changed, but because I changed myself. The same people who laughed then began asking for help. The same chances that once did not notice me, they started to appear. But I did not do it for praise from others. I did not do it for attention from women or public notice. I did it because I felt I owed it to the young person I once was. The young person who would look up at night and wonder if he would ever be good enough. I became the man that person needed me to be. That is what becoming valuable means. It means becoming the kind of man your younger self would admire and your future self would see value in. And if you are thinking this is just an other video that makes you feel good, it is not. I am not saying it is simple. I am saying it must be done. I am saying you can do it, but you will not if you keep hiding from the truth. The clock is moving fast and no one will come to save you. There is no quick magical solution. There is no secret, easier path. There are just decisions, just painful but powerful choices made daily. The man who becomes truly valuable is the man who welcomes difficulty and uses it to improve. I was like you before, unsure, lost, and with an ability I was not using and many excuses. But I made a decision and chased it with single focus. And if I could do it, you can too. Not because I am special, but because the fact is, every man has great ability inside him from the start. It is just buried under years of acting weak, being scared, and choosing what feels easy. And once you start digging, once you start removing everything that is not really you, you see something frightening and wonderful. You were never meant to be like everyone else. And the most fearful thing about life is not failing. It is looking back and feeling sorry. That slow, heavy feeling when you realize you had the ability to be someone remembered, but you let it get away. You let screams take over your life's path. You let comfort win the battle. And now you live pretending everything is okay when deep down your soul wants something much more. Every man will pass away, but not every man truly lives fully. And most of you are not living. You are just managing. You are getting through the years, doing just enough to stay alive, but never enough to take full control. You think you have time. You truly believe that. You live as if time is not working against you. But the truth is, time does not forgive weakness. It does not stop when you wait to start. It does not move slower when you do not know where you are going. It keeps going, taking your future strength with it until one day you wake up too old, too tired, too broken inside to fight anymore. But the saddest part is you will recall this exact time. You will recall listening to these words, feeling a spark, and still doing nothing. You will look back and think that was the time I could have changed everything. And that thought will hurt you, more than any bad outcome ever could. The world is not stopping you. You are stopping yourself. Every reason you make up is a break of trust. Every time you say, I will start tomorrow, you are voting against your future. Discipline is showing the highest respect for yourself. And if you do not have control over yourself, you are telling the world and yourself that your existence is not worth fighting for, that your important ideas can be traded, that your future can be missed. And the worst part is, you know this. That is why it bothers you so much. That is why you feel that weight when you are alone. That is why the quiet is so loud, because deep inside you know you were meant to be much more. So remember that there are no days that do not matter. Every day you lose is a day your opponents get stronger. Those competing with you improve while you stare at screens. The man who wants what you could have is working out right now. He is working hard, learning, building while you find excuses for being lazy with made-up ideas about yourself, telling yourself you are resting, you are waiting for the perfect moment. No, you are hiding. You are protecting the person you are now, the person you should have stopped being a long time ago. Choosing what is easy stops you from becoming great. And the more okay you are with not being challenged, the further you move away from the man you were supposed to be. But what truly worries me is not the man who fails. What worries me is the man who accepts a small life. The man who had a fire inside but let everything else make it less bright. The man who got knocked down once and stayed there. The man who used to have big plans but traded them for needing others to say he was good. If you want to become truly valuable, you need to understand that the version of you that is fine with being regular needs to end. That weak, unsure, scared man cannot go with you. He is just slowing you down. And if you do not remove him, life will destroy you instead. But here's the good side. You can change right now, not at a later time, not after some sudden spiritual moment, but right now. Changing is not some mystery. It is a hard, planned choice. You wake up and say, I am done playing small. And you back that statement with what you do. You build new things you do every day. You get rid of old ways of doing things. You keep doing the same things over and over, even when no one is noticing you, because you are not doing it for praise. You are doing it because the strong man inside you desperately wants out. And you do not need huge amounts of money to be valuable. You do not need public fame or lots of followers. You need discipline. You need respect for yourself. You need a goal so important that people sense it when you are in a room. Becoming a valuable man is not about showing off. It is about how you affect the world. It is about moving through this life with purpose, like a storm with direction. It is about being the man others rely on, look up to, respect, and appreciate all at once. The man who does not break under difficulty. The man who steps into confusion and makes things clear. The man who directs his own life path. So if you're thinking, I have made too many errors, let me tell you something. Your mistakes do not decide who you are. Giving up does. Every valuable man you respect was once struggling. He was once unsure, but he refused to stay there. He used the hard times, he changed his past problems into energy, he made the painful parts of his history into his tools, and you can too. But you have to stop trying to reason with your own bad thoughts. You have to stop waiting for life to hand you power. You have to build it piece by piece through effort. Your mind will try to lie to you. It will softly say, you are tired, you deserve a rest, you are doing fine. And if you listen to it, you will not grow. But if you fight back, if you shout louder than those fake words, you will rise. The difference between winning and losing is how you speak to yourself when no one is around. The things you tell yourself are either your strongest tool or your worst enemy. And most of you are using those words to harm yourselves without anyone seeing. So always remember that you are not put here to just watch. You are not born to be normal. The fact that you are still living means the fight is not over, but you must choose. Comfort or achieving greatness, safety or leaving a mark, being distracted or taking control. Time is counting down. Your reflection in the mirror is watching, and the real man inside you is calling to be brought back to life. This time right now is yours. Do not let it go to waste. And know that becoming a valuable man is not just a name, it is a strong promise. It is telling the world that being ordinary will not be a part of your existence. It is the choice to face difficulty now so you do not suffer later forever. It is seeing that life does not care how you feel. It only reacts to what you actually do. Every second you sit and do nothing, another man is making himself sharper. While you hesitate, he is getting ready. While you give in to being weak, he becomes stronger. And when a difficult time arrives, he succeeds. Not because of good luck, but because he was prepared. Because success does not visit those who are relaxed. It stays with those who are intensely focused. You are not ready to go past your limits. You will never break free. You do not become powerful by doing what is easy. You become powerful by doing what is required. Going to the exercise place when you feel worn out, working hard when you feel empty, sticking to the rules when no one is observing. That is where strong men are made, in the quiet times, in the hard moments, in the things you give up. That is where the difference is created between those who just wish and those who actually achieve. And yes, every man wants to be respected, but respect does not go to the person who talks the loudest. It goes to the person whose actions support every word they say. It goes to the man who does not complain, does not beg, does not fall apart. The man who looks problems in the eye and says, bring more. The man who enters confusion and creates a clear path. Pressure does not break valuable men. It shows who they truly are. And if you want to be that kind of man, you better stop running from hard moments and learn how to move through them. So know this. People are looking at you, whether you know it or not. Your relatives, your fellow men, the kids you may have in the future. They are all relying on you to become something bigger than someone who makes excuses. You do not rise alone. When you make yourself better, everyone near you starts to think it is possible for them too. That is the heavy weight you carry as a valuable man. You are the guiding light when things are unclear. You are the support when the world feels shaky. And if you do not build yourself into that strong base, you will fall apart the moment life becomes challenging. So you must be effective, but calm, powerful, but thoughtful. A man who knows how to cause disorder, but chooses instead to master himself. That is what real strength is. Anyone can be angry, anyone can lose control, but a valuable man is quiet when things are tough, clear-headed when under strain, and skilled when it truly matters. Be so firmly based that nothing moves you, and so focused that nothing takes your attention away. Because being easily distracted is a new sickness, and men are slowly ending their lives because of it. You do not have the time to waste on useless things. Your goal must be so clear that things that could tempt you seem to not even exist. And yes, there will be days you wish to give up, days you feel empty inside, days you question every single thing, but that is the main difference between younger males and grown men. Younger males look for a reason to feel motivated while men build control over themselves. Younger males wait for someone to tell them what to do while men take charge. Younger males need others to say they are doing well while men move ahead without speaking much and let what they achieve do the talking. Becoming a valuable man means you become your own power source. When the world is dark, you are the fire. When life gets cold, you are the warmth. When others give in, you step forward. Because no one is arriving to save you. Think deeply about that. There is no magic point, no button to reset things, no helping hand strong enough to pull you out of a bad place if you refuse to climb yourself. The only one who can build the life you want is you. Not your parents, not your partner, not a helper. It depends completely on you. Feeling pain is the cost of growing stronger, and every time you run away from it, you remain weak. But if you face it, truly face it, you become strong in power, in character, in who you are. That is the true value. That is the power no one can take. And becoming valuable is not just for a certain time. You do not take a break from being great. You live it every moment, breathe it, make it a part of yourself. Even on your hardest day, you keep the same high standard. Because when you do, life starts to provide chances you did not even know were possible. Opportunities show up that only a man with self-control can recognize. Situations change in your favor. People react to you differently. Not because you changed how you dress, but because you changed who you are inside. You become uncommon, and those who are uncommon are given respect. So work when no one is watching. Surprise everyone not by showing off or talking big, but by becoming a force so clear and strong that just being near you speaks louder than any post online. Be the man who does not announce his effort, but whose life is the announcement. Be the one others speak about because your change was so true, so major, so solid, they cannot ignore it. You do not need many years. You need to work hard right now. You need to stay focused. You need to treat the time coming up as if your entire future rests on it. Because it does. And 1 year of serious focus will change your whole family's path forever. One period of trying extremely hard can lift you out of every setback, every dark moment, every past version of yourself that was not strong enough. But it demands breaking all ties to your old self and putting everything you have into the man you are meant to be. You want respect? Gain it quietly through action. Build a physical body that shows your discipline. Create habits so powerful that failing becomes impossible. Achieve small wins one after another until even those against you have to recognize you. Wake up each morning and ask yourself, would the man I am working to become be proud of the person I am right now? And if the answer is no, fix it. Do not be upset or hide away. Make it better, because that is what real men do. This time now is for the powerful and the leaders. The weak are losing ground, the strong are stepping up. And you have only two options. Watch it happen or become part of it. You want to become a valuable man? Then do not just change. Transform fully. Break every guideline that told you to be careful. Get rid of every lie that told you were not enough. Walk to the mirror, look deeply at yourself, and state, today I get rid of who I was and I build the person I must become. Because no one else will do this for you. This is the time that tells watchers apart from those who fight. This is a clear dividing line. This is where men either move forward with power or step back into being average. And you know deeply that stepping back is not a choice for you anymore. You have listened enough, you felt the energy growing inside you, but now comes the step most men never reach, making it happen. Because it is simple to agree. It is simple to feel excited for a short while. It is simple to say, I am prepared. But none of it means anything unless what you do becomes louder than your stated goals. This is the difference between just liking the idea of a valuable man and actually becoming one. So remember that you have only one life, one body, one mind, and the world tries to harm all of them. Every time you look past things that build you to choose useless stuff, you slow down where you could go. Every time you pick being comfortable over facing a challenge, you take power away from your future self. The man you are meant to be is already within you, strongly wanting to get out. But he will never break through as long as you protect your weaknesses. You must stop trying to find a middle ground with being average. You must bury the version of you that accepted less. Because being great is not reached by only making small improvements. It is reached by destroying everything that does not help you rise. Just look around you. The world rewards those who are strong, not those who are soft. It praises those who achieve, not those who complain. Do you truly think anyone cares about your excuses? Do you truly think life will pause because you had a difficult day? No, it keeps going. And either you move with it, with force, with sharp focus, with intense effort, or you will be left behind and replaced by the man who was willing to suffer for what you only wished for. You either rise up and become what you are meant to be, or you will spend the rest of your existence watching someone else live the life you were too scared to try for. So do you want respect? Respect from men looked up to by women, causing others to hesitate before acting against you. Then stop hoping and start working hard. A valuable man does not wait for a push to start. He creates movement. He does not complain when things are difficult. He welcomes it because difficulty is where true strength is made. He does not beg for people's notice. His presence commands it. He does not chase quick, enjoyable moments. He chases leaving a mark. That is the high standard you need to set for yourself. That is the true picture you need to wake up to every single morning, wanting more, focused and capable of great effort. And you do not need to change everything in one night, but you do need to make the choice now, not later, not in the next week, not when it feels easiest, right now. Because every second you delay, your goals fade, your future lessens. The clock does not care if you feel tired. Time is not your helper, it is your opponent. And the only way to overcome it is to move faster than it. You run with more speed. You train with more effort. You think with more sharpness. You live with more purpose than anyone else around you. Because while they are losing days, you are building a powerful existence. And there are no outside helpers coming, no sudden perfect moment waiting, no easier path that leads to true power. There is only the dedicated effort, the quiet, hard, but important effort. The things you give up that no one sees, the control over yourself that makes you unbreakable, the ability to recover from setbacks that makes you powerful no matter what. That is what creates a valuable man, and if you are not willing to suffer for it, push hard for it, lose sleep for it, then be honest with yourself. You do not truly want it because the man who truly wants something takes it, and the man who takes it does not care how long it takes, how much it hurts, or how many times he has to rebuild himself. He becomes impossible to break, impossible to move, unequaled. So, do you want to achieve great things? Then live in a way that shows it, eat in a way that supports it, train your body and mind in a way that demands it, speak with strong belief, move with clear intention, think like a winner. Every breath should feel like it has a reason. Every move should feel like part of a serious effort. Every single thing you do should show that you are not here to just take part. You are here to take charge. This world can be yours if you demand it, but you do not demand it by being soft. You demand it by becoming strong like armor, endless in your pursuit, and openly working towards your high goals. Be so steady, they call it needing it too much. Be so controlled, they think you lack emotion. Be so committed, they say you are wild. And when they do, simply accept it, because it means you are no longer like them. You are no longer just ordinary. You have set yourself apart, and that is the key. And remember that the valuable man is not average. He is not common. He is not easily understood. He is seen with respect and remembered. Do you think you are too far gone, too old, too late to change? That is the untruth fed to those who are not strong, to keep them quiet. The fact is, the second you make that real change, truly decide, your existence shifts completely forever. One firm decision can change your whole path in life. One moment of true desire can get rid of years of doubt. And that moment is right now, this time. While you're listening to these words is not just by chance. It is a test. And how you react shows who you become from this point on. So rise up. Be fierce with your control over yourself. Be deeply focused on your goal. Be intense because your life truly depends on it, because it does. Every day you stop, another man works harder than you. Every time you make an excuse, another man takes your place. Do you want to become a valuable man? Then never again act in any way less than that. Never again surrender to what is comfortable. Never again make yourself seem smaller than you are. Stand tall, speak with deep belief, walk with power like a leader, move with speed like a strong animal, and never let being weak guide your life again. You are not here to simply survive. You are here to master your surroundings. You are not here to fit in with everyone else. You are here to stand out clearly. You are not here to hope. You are here to build, to conquer, and to become a name that people will remember.
Hello guys, this is the manager of this channel speaking. Don't forget to subscribe to help this channel grow.